There are a multitude of ways that you can manage and organize your projects and organize your different tasks that you have. So here, what I showed you how to be able to do is I showed you how to be able to essentially create a team, and I showed you different opportunities to create a team. Another way for you to be able to do this is to be able to manage the different projects that you have is to add sections. So, for example, here I may have podcast. That's that could be a project where it's its own section. Then I can have, in addition to have podcast, I can have it be client management. Okay. Then I could have it be in-person meetings. So podcast, I can drag this into the podcast section or podcast project. For client management, I can put schedule call with John Lottie. So I go here and I put instructions, okay? And then I'm gonna record a loom, and I teach you how to record a loom in the loom section. In the loom course, I teach you how to record a loom. So I record a loom, and then I'm gonna put John Lottie, his information, just like that. John Lottie's information. Now, and if you use a software like a CRM software, you can put John Lottie's link to his CRM. So we use, in my company, we use a software called HubSpot. And many of my clients and the partners that I work with use a software called Keep. And so you can go into that person's file and find them in your customer relationship manager tool, and it'll give you a link. And you can take that link, and if you and your virtual assistant are both using it, you can paste it right here, link here, and right there you can put the link where your team member can open it up right away and contact that person for you. And then in-person meetings, you can put an in-person meeting here is a scheduled meeting with Gabrielle Abbey. And then maybe you want to say, hey, the location, Gabrielle Abbey, and you put her phone number, and then location for a meeting, and then you can put Starbucks, Wilshire Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. And then I'll do it like this, where I'll bold it, her info, and boom. And then I'll assign it to my virtual assistant, and I'll say, I want you to do this by Thursday. I want you to schedule the call on Friday, and then assign it to Jane Doe. So this is how you're gonna be able to manage different projects in Asana. So here, there's two ways. And by creating a different section. By creating a section is one of them. This is how I do it, and I'm sharing it with you. By creating a different section, and then another way you can do it is the Asana way, which is these things here. But now, what I recognize is, like, with how they set it up, is that if you have like a team that's doing your marketing for you, and it's a marketing project, the way I believe Asana set up the marketing is for an agency. And an agency is when they have a lot of projects for different clients. And in each project is different people. So for example, if I have 10 different clients, one of the clients is Coca-Cola, the other client is Starbucks, the other client is Apple, then for each project, I would create a new blank project here, the way that, like, it'll say Apple here, Apple project. Apple being like the manufacturer for the laptops and iPhones. And then here there will be different sections. That could be marketing, that could be customer service. And I believe this is how they set it up, where you can have multiple people on the Apple project. But now when it's just my brand or my business, then I get to utilize the same software in other ways. And I'm just teaching you how I utilize the software and how I believe it would best serve you as an entrepreneur. That if you use these as different teams, if you use this as different teams and different parts of your organization, and then you use this as your projects, or different sections, part of that team. So I have the organization team here, and see, I have people working right now. One of my team members is saying, "Hey, I'm just gonna take a quick nap," but that's totally fine. So he's just telling me that he's clocking out. That's totally fine. So here I have the different teams, and then here I have the different projects. So this is how you can manage it. This is how I manage it, and I'm teaching you how to manage it the same way because it works for me effectively, and I know it will work for you.